unit EMS training. I've been just doing it for about 10 weeks now. And I've been getting so many questions about it, and I always try and explain it, but I think since I've got the expert here, you can explain it. What exactly is this kind of training?
FUNAS is based on EMS training. EMS training is electromuscle stimulation.
Yeah.
So what it is we've got different electrodes sitting all over your body, having a vest on, straps around your legs, around your arms, and then you've got a glute belt. And with that, we activate up to 90% of your muscles at the same time. And with that being activated, we will do functional full body weight training. It is quite effective. It's way more effective than your normal strength session that you'll go to a gym or any conventional training. It can go up to 3 times more effective than a normal gym session.
And I think that's like a really important thing. There's like 2 really important things out of that. One, that you're activating 90%, but 2, that it is 3 times stronger, if not more intense, than a usual gym workout.
Yeah, and that for 20 minutes. Only 20 minutes
of
training.
And that means that basically if you're doing 20 minutes of training, you're essentially saying that's like almost 3 hours of gym work, right? So what are the benefits of putting your body through that kind of intense training?
So with the EMS training, it is reducing the stress that you've got on, say, on your joints.
Yeah.
So here we can optimally activate all those muscle fibers without having all the stress on your joints. So that's one of the things. Then it's quick, effective, and that's what you want these days. We struggle with the rat race when we always just have to go. And
we're so time poor.
Yeah, exactly. You come in, you've got 20 minutes and you do your training where you get out of your gear and stuff. So it's in and out in 30 minutes time. Yeah.
So in a nutshell, because what you say is it takes the stress off what is a normal gym workout, because you're not actually having to physically hold or put any particular weight on your body. Essentially, it's electricity, isn't it?
Yeah, it's impulse.
It's impulse.
Yeah, impulse.
And so that is a lot of people who say to me, you look like you're actually doing nothing.
Yeah.
You look like you're squatting. But like for me, like we've just finished a workout and I'm so puffed and that I feel really good. But the difference that I feel out of this kind of workout compared to a normal weights workout is I actually feel like every fibre of my muscle has been activated.
Yeah. That's resistance training.
Resistance training. Yeah. And so, this in conjunction with other exercise is actually can be very beneficial in terms of the kind of gains that you want to make.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And
because you become strong with this. You can push through the whole intensity, like the maximum, with your whole range of movement. Where sometimes you get to your conventional training, you struggle with the weight, say from this area, you can't go that low to get up there.
Yeah.
So now we train that whole movement. You get into the gym or you get to your conventional training and you're actually stronger at that weak point. You're strong enough so you can work with the full range of body or movement.
And the intensity of the impulses that are going through my body have increased in intensity. And I guess that's because you've been tracking my level and you've been putting it up every time. Can you explain to people a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we will always keep on challenging your body. You work obviously against yourself because we only put it up as strong as your body can take it or your body can handle your strength. So then every week you come in, obviously we need to push it a little bit more to keep on challenging the body. Otherwise your body adapts so quickly and you just get to better.
Yeah.
So every time we push up what we call the master setting or the overall setting, we'll push it up one notch as you go through. So it's that, and then when you get to a point where, say 6 weeks in, we will revisit the individual settings because you are stronger now.
Yeah.
That's 6 weeks. You're becoming stronger. Then we'll push that slightly up and then we'll start managing that top one again. But when you first started your squats, you can go deep into your squats, but you lean forward.
Yeah.
And now when you go into your squats, I can definitely see a difference in that, even in your movement with your arms. just want to follow
Well,
the
the form changes too,
Yeah.
because there's that constant coaching that I guess you don't necessarily get unless you have a personal trainer. And so it's kind of going that bit further, you know, squatting, but making sure that you're not leaning forward. And even with like me in particular, like my lunges have been a really big thing, because I didn't notice it at the time until you pointed it out, but my knees tend to go inside.
Yeah.
And when I basically learned how to put more weight on the other side of my foot to make sure that it was squatting and lifting properly. Yeah. I've seen a massive difference in my strength and my form, and certainly I'd like to think that I've lost a couple of kgs and some body fat as well. As long as you're doing that and eating well, you can actually make it really work for you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And so, what have you seen some pretty phenomenal changes from people from start to finish?
Yeah, and not just posture, but massive drop in centimeters. People who wants to lose around their waist. Guys finding that their arms are leaner. That's normally the first thing for the guys that they.
It was definitely mine. Yeah, mine and my chest
and
as
your
well.
chest, exactly. That's what I just want to say. Ladies normally find that around their waist, their hips, thighs, all of that's losing centimeters quite quickly. We can promote that there is weight loss as well, because as soon as you start losing some centimeters, you can lose your weight as well. Because it's strength training, there's always that thing of there is muscle fibers forming and they're getting stronger, and you've got your centimeters, so it's fat against muscle.
But that's kind of good weight training, right? Or good weight gaining, because you're gaining it in muscle.
Yeah, it's the positive.
Yeah. So for people who kind of, I guess, are a little bit scared, and because I know a lot of people have reached out to me and said, you know, I really want to know more about this. I want to kind of have give it a go a little bit and just see what happens. What kind of advice can you give to them?
Yeah, I think come in. You can never see or feel what it feels like until you haven't done your session before, or you've had the trial session.
Great.